Hello and welcome back to Pian'Omega. Today we will go further into the lesson 2 of our series, and we will be learning the left hand and the right hand coordination for the C major scale. Now let's quickly play the C major scale with the right hand as we have learned in our lesson 1. Now with the left hand. So in the left hand and right hand coordination for this lesson, we will be playing the C major scale with both our left and the right hand simultaneously. So it will sound like this. But in order to play this perfectly, we need a metronome, and we will then do the 3 exercises with the help of the metronome. So let us set our metronome to 120 beats per minute. That is 120. I'm sorry. So first exercise will be to play the left and right hand both C major scale for 1 beat per measure. So if there are 120 beats per minute, that means per measure we will be playing only one note at the same time. It sounds like this. After perfectly mastering this for 120 beats per minute, one note per measure, we will then be playing the same melody for 2 beats per measure. So it sounds like this. Once again, this will sound like this. I'm sorry. This should sound like 2 beats per measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope it was helpful. The first exercise was to play it 1 beat per measure, 1 note per measure, and the second was to play it 2 note per measure. Now taking it further, we will be playing this 4 note per measure, that is per beat 1 note. that was one note per beat. Now the fourth exercise will be to play this with both hands for half note per beat. That is, within one beat, like in the duration of 2 beats, when the second beats arrive, you have to play 2 notes instead of 1. So as you see from the first exercise to second, the third and the fourth, the speed of playing the C major scale with both hands is increasing. The use of this is to when you will playing the first exercise, that is 1 note per measure of a 4x4 metronome, you were playing it slowly and you were able to focus both fingers of your left and the right hand correctly. When you become comfortable with that, we played it for 2 beats per measure. It still might be a little difficult for beginners, so playing 2 note per measure takes a little bit of effort. Playing it 4 note per measure, that is 1 beat per note, is actually difficult because your hands must develop that muscle memory coordination for both hands to play it accurately along with the tempo or 120 beats per minute metronome. So this might take some time, but you need to practice this. You need to develop that muscle memory in both of your hands. This will really be helpful in the following lectures when we will be doing the preparatory lessons for C major scale and playing some songs with it. So for the final exercise, we will be playing half a note per beat or 2 note within the duration of 1 beat. This must sound like this. So as you noticed, when the one measure was completed, I played all the 8 notes within it, and in the subsequent measure I was able to descendingly play the whole C major scale. So within 2 measure I completed both the ascending and the descending form of the C major scale. This exercise might not seem that significant, but it is really essential to develop that left hand and right hand combination, because when you learn the under the arm and the under the bridge and over the bridge movement for both left and the right hands, you need to now apply it along with a tempo. Playing according to your pace is really necessary, but in songs we need to define or we need to follow a certain tempo also. While reading sheet music, there is always a tempo written at the top left corner of the treble or the bass clef. So every song will follow a tempo, and hence we are practicing it with the help of a tempo. In the next lesson, we will be learning the chords in the family of C major scale and what fingers of left hand you have to use while playing those chords: C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major and all. Also, we will be learning about the inversion of chords. For example, if this is C major, then this is also a C major chord, because the notes C, E, G are same for E, G, C. So for electronic keyboard, there is a very helpful tool called accompaniment, which helps us to determine what chord exactly we are playing. The importance of the inversion and the chord in the family of C major scale will be given in the next lesson. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day ahead. This is Pian'Omega signing off.